For too long, they've remained faceless. For too long, they've remained nameless. We can never allow them to make us voiceless.
This is not a religious poem, not that of a race or color. This is a poem about and for humanity. This is a poem about the story of a girl whose father got killed right before her eyes and her siblings bombed just before they could scream for help, whose shelter became the sky, making food out of salt and water. This is a poem of a girl lending her voice to tell the story of another girl just 13, whose dream of a happy family got crushed beneath the rubble as she watched the rockets land over their apartment, killing her father, mother, 2 brothers and sisters. Oh, what a heart-wrenching story to tell. This is a poem about the brave who are lions at heart, who do not flinch in the face of death, about people who are born ready to die at any moment. They are fearless. This poem is about people whose throat pain and silence are talked daily, about those who have been suffering for decades. This poem is about people standing together in the face of death, screaming and crying, but just like a lost and drowning boat, no one is willing to hand them a life jacket. This poem is against the people whose power lies in causing blood to flow like a stream, cutting the lives of the innocent and helpless short, causing neighborhoods to fall to ashes, erasing families from history, and carrying out despicable and atrocious war crimes. This poem is about children chased by horrible nightmares, watching them unfold into reality, screaming, "See, we are left with only rubble and flames now." To lend my voice is to tell the story of painful farewells, of hurtful smiles, of mothers waving at their sons knowing they may never see them again, of orphans making roofs out of the vast sky, of men ready to sacrifice their lives for their land. There is nothing more to lose anyway, of dreams and hopes of youngsters crashing right before they could even take flight, of children, men and women sick of the world, making headlines out of their miseries, making hashtag out of their hardship, creating videos out of their agony. Oh, what a cruel world we live in, of people sleeping with their eyes wide open, expecting when they will breathe their last, of children haunted by terrible scenes, bomb sounds, gunshots that feel new and fresh in their memories, of devastating images of innocent dead bodies. All they ever wanted was to return home. But this is not a religious poem, but about the people whose door oppression and death always come knocking, snatching away hundreds and thousands of their lives that the world deliberately turned deaf ears to, refusing to let the truth speak. This is a poem of liberation, of freedom, of solidarity, a poem against ethnic cleansing, apartheid, genocide, colonialism, illegal occupation, and all forms of oppression. This poem is about the Palestinians trapped by those who don't understand the language of peace, demanding them to leave, causing them to shrink, terrorizing them, yet giving them no space, no chance to stretch. This is a poem about the Palestinians caged within the 4 walls of their city, with no electricity, no food, no water, and other necessities. This is pure brutality. Oh, if I could do more than what, I would cause the skies to fall over the oppressors like they made rockets fall over the helpless. I would drive the land to swallow them as they caused it to feed on innocent lives. I would cause the clouds to devour all their bombs, rockets, and guns, and cause their hands to cease taking lives like trash that needed to be disposed of. It's so shocking how the villain can be painted as the victim, because all it takes is the media and a headline where lies our moral compass. We see flesh, homes being demolished into rubble, fiery flames and burning ashes, yet we shrug it off like it's just another news on the screen. Have we lost our humanity? You will never know what it feels like for a child to wish to have a playground and go to school like other kids. You will never know how it feels to be driven out of your homes, to watch your people hopelessly die with your naked eye. You will never know what it feels like to lose a bit of yourself each time, to be under siege. You will never know what it feels like to be in their shoes. Subih once said, "Until you live the life of a Palestinian, you have no right to speak." So the next time you see and want to speak, know that it could have been you and me. So see beyond the happenings on the screen over the past few weeks. Dig into the root and educate yourself and others around you to avoid getting on the wrong side of history. Know that it could have been you and me, but since it's not us, we still have things we can do. To listen to their cry of hope, to their voice of agony, of their burning tears, of their silent whispers, facing the skies, asking, when would relief come? Malcolm X was right when he said, if you are not careful, the media will have you hating people who are being oppressed and loving the people who are doing the oppressing. We have become monsters blinded by a sentiment towards religion or race, but this is not a religious poem, but a poem calling for solidarity against oppression. Oppression has no faith or color. So next time you hear about their plight, put aside all differences and let humanity unite us. Umar Suleiman said, when you can raise your voice, raise your voice. Do not be afraid to raise your voice, insisting that the suffering of the Palestinians, which is absent from the Western media, is not absent in your heart, on your tongue, or absent in your thought. I stand against oppression of all forms, then, now, and always, and together we can show that the Palestinians are never less of a human and they deserve to enjoy fundamental human rights. Nelson Mandela said, we know very well that our freedom is incomplete until the Palestinians are free, so please, let's raise our voices against apartheid, genocide, oppression, and illegal occupation. Let's sing in solidarity the chorus of freedom till we dance together with the Palestinians to the drums of liberation. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. And in this, I firmly believe.
يا فلسطيني علي جرالك يا فلسطيني